Hello my wonderful people, good morning to you anywhere you are watching this video. This is Linda's TV show. If it is your first time of coming across this platform and you like what we are seeing or what we are doing here, kindly subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notifications. This will enable you to know when we upload a new video. Here we react to all forms of videos. We inform, educate the members of the public about what is happening in the globe, especially in Nigeria. And I want to seize this opportunity to appreciate YouTube, oh yes, for creating and managing this wonderful platform that we are using to disseminate information. At the same time, I keep on putting disclaimer that here in Linda's TV show, we do not promote misleading information, hate speech, violence, or trying to instigate war. We are only here to educate, inform, sanitize the members of the public. They say information is power. Please always take note of this.
Thank you for the word you choose. Simon Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa have called us into the world of freedom. You know, when Christ came, the word he used is this. He said, as many that believe, he has given them the power to be the sons and daughters of God. At the same time, at a point again, he said, many prefer to walk in darkness because of their evil, because of their wickedness. They prefer to be in dark instead of to walk on the light. That the Son of Man is the light of the world. But because they hate anything that is right, they continue wallowing in darkness. So no matter what you do, present that freedom up to them. Many will not join on that freedom they are calling about. Many did not understand what it means to be free. I happened across to one guy. So I was talking to him about Biafra. He said he's not against Biafra, and he's not. The only thing he wants is anyone that will allow him to be carrying his container. You need to understand the level of wisdom and knowledge some people have. So
anyone that will allow him to carry his container back to Nigeria.
Yeah. Anyone, so either Biafra or Nigeria, as long as they allow him. Then you ask me, how many containers do you normally ship in a year? You struggle and double tire and load. Maybe if you do too much, you do 2 containers in a year. That is the only prayer he have. That is the only thing that makes him don't understand what freedom is all about. So then you calculate the knowledge, this kind of person, where his level. So there is nothing he will do. There is nothing he will preach. No matter what you do, he cannot understand what freedom is all about. So he cannot understand that that thing he's talking about, without being free, that thing he think he's making, they can crush under a second. Only one smaller policy Tinubu will make now. He will take it in Nigeria and the whole thing will be wasted. Because of he don't understand what is called freedom. So that is the kind of the battle we are fighting. So some people, even though you give them that freedom, they don't understand the benefit of what is called freedom. So that is it. So what am I trying to say? We start with what you said. You said that people should not, with all the storms and temptations that are coming up here and there, that people should focus and let them not get tired to fight for the freedom. Because, you know, many people started well in everything. That is why ndị Igbo ji agụ n'egwu na ndụ kwe n'okwe. Onye gbọrọ ọsọ ndụ wee ruo n'isi, ọ bụ ya ka a ga-enye okpu mmeri. So those people started well. They love freedom. They understand what freedom is all about. But at a point of time, it seems to them that it will not work. At a point of time, it seems to them that the person who is in the head now might not be the person that will be, and the Biafra will come. At a point of time, they say that maybe they're supposed to benefit one thing or the other, or be in this position or the other. Or maybe his friend was hot, or his brother was hot in the same process of fighting for Biafra. Therefore, you see him, his candle will go off. He will slide back. Then, when you ask him about the freedom, he will ask you that we are not ready first. But he will not bring any concrete argument that will prove what he's trying to do or say. So what am I trying to say is, yesterday in the space I was happy that people turned up in the space. I didn't know there was no announcement of such a thing. I just came back from work and I said, let me go to the space to know what is going on. I looked at yesterday your program. I did not find. I said, what happened? So I said, okay, let me go to the space to know if what is going on in the space.
My program is YouTube. YouTube is, they are the one flagging my program. When I do program, people are not seeing it. Many people are calling me to say they don't see my program. They don't see my program.
I didn't know, but I'm not. Yeah. I didn't. That's what happened yesterday. I didn't see it. That's okay. Let me go to the space first. Let me see. So when I get there, I just open the space. I just go into the mic to request. But when I start hearing the voice, I start hearing the voice of the DPM. I saw this is like the voice of DPM. So I removed that request and then I start listening. You know. So and yeah, many people started coming in at a point almost 2,000, pushing almost 2,500 self. That yesterday. So it was a miracle. Why I call it miracle is this. With what we are going through now, my mind is no more shaken, because what I understand is when people, the last thing I normally tell any human being is, do not judge person because of you don't like him. And do not judge somebody because you are having problem with that person. If I'm having problem with you, choose today. I will not, because of I'm having problem with you, when they bring case, or if I'm in the position, judging in a position to discuss about the case concerning that person who is not in good time with me, or if they bring anything where I know I'm in position to say the right thing or the truth, I will just because of me and the truth is having this or that, I will not say what is the truth. I will say it when I say it, I go, it doesn't change my situation with that person. But because of what I believe, that truth I must surely say it. So, what am I trying to say is this. When I come and I balance the whole situation, and what is going on within us in this fight for freedom, then I will ask myself, what is the problem? I'm not trying to defend Dr. Ngozi, our PM, our DPM. There is nobody in this world that can tell me that he's perfect in anything he does. Even when the Nnamdi Kanu to Simon Ekpa, he cannot tell me that everything they did it perfectly. It might be in my own judgment. I might see someone say these ones are not perfect. But with them, it might be perfect because they might have some information that I don't have that make them to take some decisions I don't understand. That is number one. And that does not mean that that every decision they took was 100% correct. No. Because if I were there, I would have taken, maybe in that situation, I might have taken a different stand, or a judge have a kind of a different judgment. But the point there is this. What I was trying to understand in what we are going through is this. The question we always have to have ourselves is, there is nobody that is in this fight for freedom that is any person that is pronounced. When I mean pronounced, is any person that is being noticed, that is that the people is aware of their. Nobody knows me. Nobody is aware of me. I have not been in any of the cabinet or any of them. Just a low key person in the fighting, making my voice. My voice doesn't count. So, but when I say people who are pronounced, is people who they can, if there is anything happening, they would want to hear from them. What did they say? What is their position? And anytime you are being given appointment for any particular position in any noticed organization, they point you as a cabinet, and the people knows you in that place. They appoint you as a leader, either as a secretary, either as a chairman, either as a provost, either as a treasury or finance. So at every point in time, people will always ask, what did the chairman say? When they come in this, they can ask, what did the secretary say, or what did he do? They will ask, what did when this thing was happening, where was the provost, and what did the provost did? They will ask, what did the finance did, or what did he say? So they will not come and ask somebody who is on a floor, an ordinary floor member. So those people who are holding very strong position are the people every of the floor member will want to hear what they said and what their decision was. So where am I coming? Where am I coming from? I'm coming from the situation since when they took our leader, our PM, Simon Ekpa Njoko. And what vision some people that have been in the cabinet where he formed, and the visions they have taken, and what they have did. And one thing people don't understand is this. So meaning that when something started, the people will not take it serious, but the little small mistake can generate generational problem that before you can recover from it, nothing from the beginning, people will not understand the level of the damage. And that is what we are facing today. So that is why when somebody is coming to attack Dr. Ngozi, I have not seen her, I don't know her, I have not spoken to her before. I don't know the opportunity to speak to her, except like this space. We went yesterday. So then I will ask myself, what is the origin of our problem? Because what we must understand is, when a decision a woman will take, and the way a woman will handle things will be quite different from the way a man will handle some situation. Because the kind of attack that come to our PM, Simon Ekpa, did not come to Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu was only fighting for against the government. During his own time, it was only government that was fighting against him. So his people were not fighting. They were those they did not come openly to fight him. It was only the people in the government and the high level of Nigerian the politicians that were fighting him. But the people who call IPOB, they did not come out to fight Nnamdi Kanu. But in the case of Simon Ekpa, the people who is around him, they fought him. The government of Nigeria fought him. IPOB fought him. Everything fought against Mazi Simon Ekpa. So, and some decision he took most of the time does not mean that those decisions were the perfect or good. But because of the hatred that people have or had on him that time, anything he do will stand for him. Because even he is bound to make some mistake. And he won't even know who he is running to, that he will trust. So those ones who are still say calling him PM, he still give himself to them. And that is what is killing him today. Because they were shouting to him. You always come here, you tell us, you always make your listing. Every time somebody is praising you, praising, calling you, giving you 100 names. Be careful with those names. You know? Yeah, because that is the thing. Most of the time when I used to go home, if I come, when they bring it, say, hey, they want to give you name, I say, no, don't give me. You bring it, make I take 3. Okay, and I talk animation, I'm not what you say. Oh, man, can be here, no be, I'm watching no be. So, I wait when I watch it. I'm going to nominate that place. I need to watch you. Oh, but you will like them saying, no, man, everybody was surprised. Said, no, man, she him wasn't sharing him. Because majority of them have so it makes no sense. So what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is those one who were praising Simon Ekpa, calling him this, doing all this, how many of them is standing on the feet of the foundation of Simon Ekpa today? Not even single one. Check all of them who will die, who will tell him I will die, just like Peter and Jesus. You see, who want to that time we're gonna bata. Even one night wake up, yes, okay. Yes, come on, we so someone gonna put our peer when Kaya Buponya Hishi. Man, 1 minute. Simon Ekpa na no ya nda ga-ebupu mmadụ isi ndị chọrọ okwu enwezi onye ahụ. They all fall out. And when it fall on Dr. Ngozi Arabeze, when you are in this position and this woman seeing what Simon Ekpa has experienced, so there might be some mistakes she might make out of fear and not trusting people. And people must understand that because of you don't know who is calling you real name. That is a fact. So, where am I trying to go? Where I'm trying to go is this. After 29th of November 2024, the damage that these people did is only God that knows. And it's only God that will bring us out of from those distortion they did. I'm telling you the fact.
That's the root of the whole thing we are suffering today. So,
but it's only the people that know the amount of that. That's why, no matter what the woman did to me today, because of that foundation, I will give her that tolerance. I will tolerate her because I know now for her even to have somebody she trusts 100% who she will say, this is my person, it will hurt. Especially those people that we are shouting and shouting for Simon Ekpa and not even one. Calculate all of them from A to Z. Don't say I will keep a person if anybody touches Simon Ekpa. They are the people who is destroying everything today. Before I go direct to what I'm saying is this. When the army start coming out to do what they do, I make my statement yesterday in that space. I go back to that 29th. How can we go back to 29th of declare Biafra on 29th of November 2024 and not even not one single Biafra army Those people that are, their names are being pronounced, come out after the declaration and stand gidibam and congratulate Biafrans. We are happy. Biafrans, congratulations, you made it. We are going to fight for our freedom. We will stand. We are supporting this freedom. There was nothing like that. Not even one of them. We are supporting this Biafra, this United States of Biafra. We are supporting what Simon Ekpa did. They would not hear it. The only thing we are hearing every time is they give us money, they not give us money. We are here, we are not here, we are there. So when some people start coming out now to talk rubbish against the woman that tried everything she can to make sure this pronunciation stand. For me, no matter what that person do, I will not support him. That is my own decision. I'm not saying that she is perfect. I'm not saying that she is 100% okay or every judgment she made. No. But for the sake of these same people, and when I come and watch again, that very thing that called, they asked them, say, let us do this thing to come together. They said, no, we cannot do it. Who are you to tell us what to do? That same thing, those people who back them come out again and start attacking the people they supported. So now what they're trying to make sure that is they make sure that everything scatter. They did not support Dr. Nozan and the USB. They don't support the brigade, they call them. They don't support the what do you call it? CCR or whatever they call them. Now what they want is to make sure that none of those foundations is working. Let everything scatter. If somebody is telling me that is not what they are going, then the person should tell me what it looks like. The person should come out and tell me what did it look like. If there is no other thing that Ngozi is trying to do or she is doing, even if only to keep this family, hold it, continue, whatever, but let the family be together. And we will continue in prayer to know if they will release our leader, any of our leader. But they want to make sure that everything scatter. Both the government, both the military, both everything. They want to make sure that everything is scattered. When everything is scattered, how do you think that there will be anything they call Biafra again? There will be nothing. So people should understand things and not be too much rush to judge somebody. And everything they have been doing is any person they will do, he will go and start making propaganda. If I am having problem with you, let me come out and say exactly that point that me and you are fighting against. Ma onye iji m ụgwọ ma na njiwe ụgwọ mpụta m na-asị nna o nyere m ego lekwa akwụnyere otu a ma akwụghị otu ya lekwa odechi egwudewe ọ bụghị mpụta m buruzie because of that thing mụ na gị mere buruzie gaba to your family buchie ochi children buruzie gawa na-aga ihe ma o making sense, makes no sense. And then when you come, you watch the so-called general, the whole of his audio. He did not pinpoint the point of the crime of the woman he is fighting against. He was only there laying cause. He was only there making propaganda lies against somebody. But he did not tell the Biafrans, why must this woman commit this offense? This is her own crime. This is what she did. This is why I did not agree with him, and with evidence. Nothing like that. The only thing you come to tell us is Ojirego Ukuya where Simon Ekpa. So Simon Ekpa become a womanizer and adulterer. So, where would all those things come from? Simon Ekpa is living in Finland, he had not been to America for one day after all these things. So, where did the Ngozi use her waist to buy Simon Ekpa? And where is that kind of word coming from? And they try to be Biafrans, okay, no one would not diaspora, no, I'm not here, where will those kind of threats come from? This is Biafra freedom. So, and all those things, what is causing it? It's causing it for the mistake of that after 29th of November. And people is still talking about this and that. So, what I'm trying to say is, any person that is wise, any person that is intelligent must always so So we must always think. We must always think. Don't make a mistake that will cost millions to millions, the life of million of people. And there is a mistake we is not supposed to make in anything at all. That is where my point is going today. So what I'm trying to do is let every Biafra who really need freedom at least make sure that mandate is being heard. So if any person is coming to tell me anything about the government or whatever, for me, I don't care whether they are perfect or not perfect. Well, the most important thing is let us hold ourselves together until those people that you think there's only them that can make points come out. Then they will be the one to judge everything. So that is my point. And if I'm doing something, if you're doing something with any of your brother, your sister, stop lying, stop propaganda, stop blackmailing. It will not lead you anywhere. It cannot lead you anywhere, except you know from the one that you are not real. If you were real, I cannot come and talk because of one small thing. I start calling you these choose, and this is the platform I have been coming since January now. Maybe you have small thing. I start calling you. This guy is a criminal. This guy is a terrorist. This guy is this, and I cannot write any particular history about you. You don't even know where village where I come from. Neither do I know your own. So, or you know your childhood foundation. So why must I start blackmailing your name? Because maybe I did not believe or agree with you in a particular thing or one thing. I start destroying you just on the air. You see? So that is where I'm going. So for me, I will encourage Biafrans, no matter all the audios that are coming here and there, all those audios that came with lies and propaganda cannot hear them unless those people retrieve their state, their step, and go back from where they make that mistake and start correcting themselves if they really want to come together to fight for freedom. Let me hold for a moment now so that I see some of our brothers. I think it's like Christian or whatever. Thank you, Maz.
Thank you so much, my brother Greg. I appreciate you for your line of thought. And you just said almost the thing I always say at this point in time. It's a very difficult time, very, very difficult time. And we can't stop talking. Just as I've been saying all this while, that sometimes when you come out, you will see reasons that will make you say, this thing self, make a rest, I know to do again. Now by force. But at the same time, when you look, you will see millions of reasons why you must continue. Like for me, I always say it, I wish we had another choice. There's no other choice except one. There's no other choice. There's no other choice. Only this one choice. But what I'm saying that every single one of us, wherever you are, whichever camp you are, whichever where you belong, please don't speak lies against your fellow brother or your sister, no matter what happens. Just like the program I held yesterday, the title was, is it yesterday? The title is Blackmail Can Win You a Battle, but it will make you lose a war. Blackmail can make you win a battle, but it will make you to lose a war. It is a very deep word. Today, what we are seeing among ourselves is the use of blackmail to win a battle against our brother, against our sisters. But the main war before us is falling out of hand. We are losing it. We are losing it with speed. We are losing it. And we are not concerned. When you send the blackmail to defeat your brother or to defeat your sister or to make your brother look bad or to make your sister look bad, you push those blackmail, you have won the favor of the masses. But the main war, which is the main war we are supposed to be fighting, the main war before us, the main war before us to get away from slavery, that Nnamdi Kanu is in the front today, the DSS fighting. Simon Ekpa is in international level, in the hand of the Finnish government fighting. The main war is there, raging. We are losing our focus from there, and everybody is focusing on winning a battle. It is very sad and painful. I bet you, if not for the grace of Chukwu Kabiama, maybe I will not be broadcasting anymore.
Righteous.
But the reason why I'm still broadcasting is because I didn't make this choice. And I didn't just come to open my camera. Something made me to start doing it more than a decade ago. And I continue to do it with or without anybody watching. I continue to do it. And I will not walk away. It is difficult, but we must continue. We don't have any other choice except one. You're welcome, my brother Christian. Yeah, welcome. Go ahead, my brother Christian. Go ahead and talk to us. Let's hear you.
Righteous. Morning, my brother. Brother Greg. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not on a reliable network this morning. So I just hope, because I was thinking that Monday would be a perfect day or time for me to come in and as usual continue, but the urgency of situation, so I hope that the network allows me to say the things I'm going to say. And I don't know how long you've been here now. A lot is just I don't know, the level of disappointment, it's just sad. But because
Very sad.
yeah, I don't know, the guy that is it General Gentle, I think it was last week when he came in to debunk rumors about him being the this and that. You know what I'm trying to say, right?
Yes.
And we all came on to not only defend him, but to encourage him and to encourage the USB government to, I remember that, yeah, we were on the fact that somebody like that should be protected because he meant well, and he has put everything online to protect our land. So the feeling was good. Everything seems right. And suddenly, then I saw this video that he made. It was through Vam that I saw it. I was listening on the background because the thing is that for Vam, again, somebody that I used to speak with in the past, but it has reached a level, for me as a person, it reached a level now that no matter what, moving forward, I will not be able to, there's just no way I will be able to bring myself to collaborate or to be in any line, because the way he speaks, sometimes I say to myself, Amarama, cases were for them matter. What kind of upbringing does? I understand that it's not everybody that will have the same upbringing, but at the same time, when he speaks, the words that come out of his mouth, I always say to myself, even if I have such ideas in my head, it will be so heavy for it to come out of my mouth because they are just so despicable. The level of vulgarity that comes out of his mouth, it begin to wonder the way he speaks. And I'm in my late 50s now, right? But even at then, not just that I respect women, I respect human beings generally, that certain things are just like taboo to be talking, and I'll be wondering, how do you speak like this about a woman when you came out of a woman? So I'm sorry, that is how I feel. And it has reached a level where if I have to listen to him, maybe he presented a guy like this, that general he presented. I'm still on the background to hear what the general had to say because of the way we have accepted him. If you remember, right?
Yeah.
But I will never ever be able to come so low to speak with him because he's. I mean, we grow in life, we learn, we become better, we try to get better. You
That's
can
right.
say it, you can say whatever you want to say, but certain things are just okay. The way we are brought up, our culture doesn't give room for that level of vulgarity. When you and you author in such a way, you make a pronunciation of words that are just so demeaning because a woman is a woman. It doesn't matter whether you're a sister, your mother, you're a friend, or whatever. It's just sad. But let me just leave that by the wayside. I think some people are never gonna change. So, but why I came in is that like I said, I was going to do it on Monday to be very certain that I will have network availability. But thank goodness it's going well now, and you can hear me, right?
Yeah, very well. Very clear.
Okay, good.
Very clear.
So yeah, so you see this Gentle Commander Gentle. I don't know what happened, but in my own imagination, I tried to figure that. You see, for me, it doesn't matter what somebody said, right? I understand the whole thing so deep that except I have a concrete evidence, except you're able to prove to me, otherwise, what for me generally, words is words, truth is truth, action is action. Anybody can say anything, and I figure also that because we're in this kind of situation now, so when people try to win, they bring everything, including lies and fabrications. So, but the thing is, I understand also that these guys, like this Gentle and Potos, all right, they are the two, should I say, I don't know, but it seems to me like they are the two
Top
topmost,
officials.
yeah, they are the topmost guy in this chain of command on the
Yes.
ground, on the ground. And again, I don't know how USB, led by Dr. Ngozi Arabeze, how they went about it, because in life, you have to apply wisdom and tactics and be able to understand how to go about. We find case that no fed exactly. Because let me tell you that because over the years, the Putuzos and this Gentle of this world, they've been the guys on the ground calling the shots. They've been the one in charge. They know the territory for good or for bad, but they have been in charge. So you cannot come suddenly now and want them to just follow command from diaspora. I understand that is how it's supposed to be. Naturally, that is how it's supposed to be in any nation because the military, military don't command except if it's a military rule, right? Now,
Yes.
but we're not even there, not even military or civilian, we're not there. USB is a nation that has been declared, right? So it's a process, still very much a process. But these guys back home, for them, I don't know them personally, I don't know their mindset, I don't know how their brain works. But given what I know about, maybe should I say, human being generally,
Yes.
they will not want some whatever from diaspora to come and impose and try to take charge and begin to command the situation. They will. So this is my theory about this whole thing. I could be wrong because I don't know the details. I don't know what exactly what transpired, but my gut feeling is that it probably is related to something like what I'm just trying to say now, that they will feel like Ngozi Arabeze and USB, they are trying to impose command on them. And but so you can see how both sides could be wrong and right at the same time. So it's something that is supposed to have kind of worked and traded very softly and very carefully if that is the case, I would have suggested that the best thing would have been dance to their tune, the tone of Potozo and this other guy, dance to their tune. For now, it's not going to be forever. It's not going to remain like that forever. But for now, because we are all in diaspora, including the USBs in diaspora, and they are the one in charge back home. They know the terrain. They've been doing it for so long now. So the situation would have been give them the amenities or facilities or whatever. Give them what they want, and try to be in good terms with them. You know, to catch there's so many adage or proverb I'm trying to apply now, but
one minute, my brother Chris. Just 1 minute, please. Let me help you. Just 1 minute, please. Everybody with his own idea, but don't you think that these people you are saying for now, just play it with them? Playing it with them, anything that comes from the beginning with the wrong foundation can never come out.
No.
Wait, let me finish. Before you play along with them for now, anything that you want to build correct, you must start from the day one. If you are saying for now, that is what destroys Nigeria for now. And in your job, they will hold it.
You're asking me to.
Let me comment. Let me comment.
But I've not even finished, Greg. I've not finished.
Wait, before you conclude, let me come in to straighten up certain things so that we don't misunderstand each other. You see, when Christian was speaking, I was shaking my head and I was listening attentively because for people who have been watching my program all this while, more especially since this month, when you hear a kind of person, when Christian was talking about respect, that is one thing I hold very strong, to respect somebody, even if you are my enemy. Even if I don't agree with you, I will not come and insult you. More especially going to people's family to begin to call names and begin to denigrate people. That is one of the problems that we have among ourselves, more especially these people that are involved in these things. And you see, most of the time, they talk before they think. Most of the time, they say these things. When they come back, they begin to apologize. They say things and they come to apologize. Just like what my brother Christian was saying. That area Christian is going, I thought of that also. From the beginning, this issue would have been handled differently.
Exactly.
From the beginning. We are not talking about now. Even now, it can also be managed.
Yeah.
From the beginning. So let's take, for example, our PM, Simon Ekpa. If you watch the videos that were released lately after his arrest, you will see there were many chaos. There were many troubles, propaganda, but you cannot hear it on the media. Even there are some that you have not even heard, they've not brought out yet. But he was able to manage this and press it and press it. Not because those things were right, not because they were the but there were certain issues that will come in order to save the situation and save our head because of what we are facing.
Yeah.
Sometimes, even in government, you break protocols to get what you want sometimes.
Exactly.
And sometimes you break protocol. We see it in normal government, in life, in families, in everything. There are certain times you break rules to make certain things get right. Even in the Bible, there's examples of that.
Yeah.
Where protocols were broken. Something we will see as a sin. You see somebody was commanded to go and do that. We saw the example of somebody who was told to go and marry a harlot. Is it the right thing to do?
Exactly. But he did.
But he did.
Yeah.
Somebody was also told to go and lie. Tell them that person is your sister, not your wife. Recorded in the Bible. To save a head. That is why sometimes I say, when you are telling the truth is something that you're supposed to tell. When you tell it, every heart will rejoice. But when you tell a truth that is causing pain, continuously causing pain and chaos, rethink again and come back and
rethink, yeah.
Again and again. So what we are saying, these issues would have been handled differently. But it has gone out of hand. But still, I wish that it can be handled differently, even as at now.
Brachus.
Because I am not saying that anybody is perfect or anybody is right or what anybody is doing is wrong or right.
Exactly.
More especially people that are on the ground, those who are on the ground, they have done a grievous mistake. More especially from the day one, listening to a different direction. That is a no-no. But at the same time, when you see the situation on the ground, you can break protocols to straighten things out.
Man,
I saw my brother Christian was going. So let us not divert that. Let us not throw that away or look away from it, because a lot of people are listening. The government itself is listening. If the way things can be done differently, for me, sometimes I tell you that sometimes to on my camera and speak is too heavy for me. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to talk. I don't know how to start. I don't know the topic to use. Because just as we are speaking now, some people will go and copy what we said and say we are talking against them.
Yeah.
Some people will go and just pick up a point and say, oh, you are speaking against me. Oh, you are no longer supporting me. Oh, you are no longer, you are against me. And this will continue over and over and over. And people will no longer be able to digest information and bring out information and say things that people can be able to make use of. It is a very difficult situation, and every one of us have to begin to have a rethink. Tom, Dick, and Harry. Please go on, my brother Christian.
Yeah, Marichus, because for me, certain things work for certain people, but I'm not one of those, So, I've said also in the past, if you remember, that when it comes to USB and Dr. Ngozi Orabeze, I personally will continue to give them the benefit of doubt. But I also said that the jury is still out. The jury is out and is still out. Why? Because first of all, I'm an outsider, So from the outside, I'm looking in. So the things I say is based on the things I pick, and I use my brain to put one and one together. So, I will not be able. I'm not there yet. Like the jury being out, I'm able to put things in perspective. I don't think that this USB led by Dr. Ngozi Orabeze has deviated or has any intention that is evil. I'm not there yet, but we keep watching. That is what I mean when I said the jury is still out. And the fact that this guy we praised him to the high heavens and came out, the things he said was disturbing, really, really disturbing. But for me, it's still not enough to conclude that this government led by Dr. Ngozi Orabeze is on the wrong track. They may make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. And again, from my own assessment, I feel like, especially knowing our people, the way we reason, the way we act. Look at Nnamdi Kanu himself, whom everybody knows his position, his intentions. But yeah, there was somebody like Uchimofo trying to fight him like hell. The second in command. So these things happen.
He never uttered a word about him. He never said a word about him.
Exactly. So my point. So again, I don't know the people who are working with Ngozi Orabeze, the advisors and the assistants and things like that. But nobody is perfect. But I feel like if they have approached these two major or should I say the command, if they approach them differently, like give them whatever it has to be given to them, provided, because it's obvious that they are very serious in protecting the land, because that is at the end of the day, that is the primary objective. Because if we lose our land, we lose everything. There's nothing else to talk about, to fight. We cannot have a government that is in diaspora government has to be in our home. If we don't have government in our home, then we don't have government. And so these are the guys who are in charge, as far as maybe, except I'm wrong, I don't know, but it seems to me that they are the really the top guys taking charge, protecting it from these invaders taking over. So the best thing would have been find a way, because I know that these other guys, they like the Vams and some of them, it's all about trying to gain relevance, to gain the confidence of people. I know that, and that's what most of them are doing. Who is going to become the main person now that PM is not yet, is still not around, and then Nnamdi Kanu is still not around, just trying to be the main, you know what I mean? So, and in one of in one of these things, I wrote to him, I said, look, forget it, bro. It doesn't work that way. For people to follow you, you have to have the credibility. You have to have something. I remember exactly because we were here when Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, incarcerated, and Simon Ekpa brought him almost out of nowhere. He took charge. They fought him like hell. Some of us, for me, there's no platform. I did not go defending him, not just for defending him, because I know, I felt it. I knew he was on the right track. So many. I won't even begin to mention platform where I went. People who were trying to pull him down. I told them, including Nelly Ofebu. One time I was in her program. I told her, look, everybody, if you genuinely believe in this cause, you must revise course. You know, so at the end, it took time, maybe a year, maybe two, but eventually everything, you know, he was able to unify. So it takes time. And I also understand that the level of effort and time that he put in, it was no joke. Trust me, he fought like hell. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it was a wasted effort. It's not. Anybody tell you that because he's incarcerated, therefore he's not wasted. Like I said, I'm always able to put things in perspective. The level from where he took off and where we are now is a monumental achievement. Trust me. Yes. Forget about all this soundbite and here and there. We made a tremendous. Rome is not built in a day. It takes time. Given especially the nature of what we are fighting, the Nigerian system. The Biafran struggle is like no other anywhere in the world. This is a country where nations, powerful nations with unimaginable global influence, sworn that they will keep it together. So, you know, it's no joke. It has to take, like I always say, like a camel going through the eyes of a needle for us to be able to break out of this demonic entity that was created by the British. For a purpose too. I'm telling you the truth. So, but I know that with God, it's not impossible for a camel to go through the eyes of a needle. But with one thing, it's impossible. Trust me. So my thing is that, again, like you said, Brachus, maybe it's not too late to make amend with the guys on the ground. Now, where Brother Greg came in and to say that the way you start, no, that is not the way I look at it, because first of all, me and you, Greg, and every one of us, for the most part, we are here in diaspora. So those who are in charge back home, they have to be given that leeway to continue to do the good job they are doing. So when eventually we are able to consolidate, when we are able to take charge of our territories back home, we are in charge, then now a government will be formed at home, where the various regions in Biafra land will come together and begin to voice their opinion, how they feel and what they want. Stuff like that, because it's a confederation. It is a confederation. It's not going to be a unitary system like what we have in a zoo, where one person will sit on the top and command Anyoma or command coastal region, how to do that, remove you when you know everybody will be able to. At the central, we have that central government system, but every region will have the autonomy that autonomy to decide how they want to be governed and the system that suits them. That has been the word of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, same with Simon Ekpa, and same with many of us. So that is the modern day system of governance. Right. So, but for now, we must keep the unity, the oneness, that purpose to be able to, in terms of men on the ground, because if they begin to fight each other, then the enemy will now, I'm sorry, yeah, sorry.
My brother Christian, you see this last word you just said now, fighting each other. Yeah. That is where I share tears. You know, when we talk about this issue, people think it's just like, it's not just in word. Word is cheap. Word is cheap. But somebody that have arms, do you know the amount of arms that Mazi Simon Ekpa committed into their hand?
Yeah.
Do you know how many years it took Mazi Simon to build that standard? Some of us don't know. We know what happened during the time of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even though ESN were not as equipped as the Liberation Army, they were not as equipped as the Liberation Army, but you saw the bloodletting that happened.
Yeah.
How are we going to avoid this? This is my question. I am not here to preach you, go and praise men on the ground. I'm not praising anybody. I'm not supporting anybody. What I am saying, can we be able to look for another strategy to make sure we calm this down and build this unity? Even if we can break protocols, let us break protocols and stop this bloodletting.
It has to happen.
Because this rain is going to fall. And when it begins to fall, I bet you will forget talking about Biafra.
It has to happen.
We forget talking about Biafra. This rain is going to fall. That is where I am shouting. I don't give a damn whatever anybody is doing or whatever they are saying. This thing, this rain is definitely going to fall. When we come online, we talk. It is cheap for us to talk.
Brachus,
it is cheap for us to talk and castigate people and talk. But these people have been there. If there is any way we can break protocols, they have committed so many crimes against us. We know they have done so many, and they've also done something that are good.
If USB government, if they cannot find a way to work with these boys, then it's going to be a big mess on everybody.
Big mess. Because people are not seeing it. Do you know how many years it took Mazi Simon Ekpa to recover ESN?
Exactly. He fought like hell. He fought like hell.
Go and look back. Look back. Yeah. People are just looking for. Look back.
You know why? I said what I said? Because I've listened in one of the government forum, right, where Dr. Ngozi Orabeze made a statement that I looked at as should I say maybe a mistake. Maybe that is the right word to use. I wouldn't say I wouldn't use any other word, but a mistake, because everybody and anybody can make mistakes. So that is the right word to use. I'm not gonna call it unaware, uninformed, or whatever. No. She's a well-learned woman, right? And thank goodness so far, I think she's doing her best. Now, but what I had in that forum was the word, right? Like everybody has to, should I say, authoritatively, which is fair, but we're in a very precarious situation. So certain words are not going to fly with this guy who has been on this thing for years and years, so they will perceive it. The nature of our people, the nature of our people, they will perceive it as hostility, as you are trying to take away their power and their, so this is how sometimes, so this is, if they will listen to this conversation we are having now, it's not too late. They have to find a way to make amend, put things right with them, tell them that, because again, I listened to that, not the gentle guy. He seems like a guy who, honestly, like I said before, genuinely want to protect the land, but he has, there's a feeling of maybe threatening or power I want to take, and because we're not there on the ground, they are the ones, so we have to let them have it until finally we use them and they use us. I mean, like we do everything. Maybe it's the wrong word I just used now. I just used the wrong word. But we have to work with them, give them the things they know, so that we're able to secure our land and take charge. Because these zoo politicians, they are still very much in charge for now. And until we're able to dispose them and secure our place and form a government, not in diaspora, but on the home front. So that's it.
Mazi, in all these things, my question is this. My question is, this Biafra we are fighting for, this Biafra that we every day choose is coming to make program 2 times in a day, this Biafra that every day choose will go to work, he has a family, and he still struggle to do the things he do for Biafra. This Biafra that everybody is fighting, is this Biafra is for a particular person? Or are we fighting for us and our grandchildren and unborn children to be free? So, yeah, the issue there is this. Everybody in a family love to tolerate what his brother or his sister or his nephew, cousins, uncles or whatever wrong they did. The point there is this. This Biafra is for me and for you. And when we get it right for Dr. Ngozi Rebeze, for Simon Ekpa, for Nnamdi Kanu, for me and you. Every single Biafra is what, how do you call it? Is a shareholder or whatever in Biafra land.
Equal stakeholders.
Equal stakeholder. Yes, that is the right language. So, because when they are coming to say men on the ground, men on the top, people in the diaspora, it seems as if there is people who those men on the ground is fighting this freedom for. Give me a chance. I'm talking.
No, you are missing the point.
So,
you are missing it again,
Greg.
No, I'm coming. I know. Just give me 1 minute.
It is for us. I do this infight in my brother. It will affect you. It will affect me. I cannot be able to open my platform again and speak about Biafra.
That is the fact. That is the area. That is the area.
That is what we started. That is add your stop it.
So that is the area I'm coming. That is the area I'm coming. I'm not missing anything. I know where I'm driving to. So the point in this is this. Onye ma ka o esi wee mee ka udo wee bịa. Both the army and both the government of the United States of Biafra should know what we are fighting for. That is the area I'm trying to come from. So the Biafra we are fighting for is not for is producer. Neither is it for Dr. Ngozi Rebeze. The Biafra is the Biafra for everybody. So why then can we not be honest to each other? If we are pure honest to each other, and we follow the template of Simon Ekpa and Nnamdi Kanu that led this foundation with their honest mind, and they're still suffering for this thing that they did today. And somebody look at them and said, because to be honest with you, I did not see any wrong from this government of United States of Biafra. I did not see anything wrong. Why I did not see anything wrong? If every Biafrans are honest in the first place, like when Gento make statement, Gento said that they asked them how many soldiers they have. They asked them how many soldiers they have so that they will know how much they will be paying them. So if you tell somebody, and all of them, everybody who is coming, using Ajala, using the God of Biafra, using the Most High God. And this is the question that all of us have to sit down and ask ourselves. You cannot tell me we are looking for Biafra and there is no atom of trust from the left or from the right. If you ask me, how many soldiers do I have? If I have 1,000 soldiers, did I ask you any other thing? How many soldiers do you have? Then the government is supposed to know if you have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, they will plan with those number of the soldiers you are having. Because we don't have oil we are selling to pay soldiers. It is only the 50 euro, 100 euro, 1,000 euro some people will collect. Those who are many are still contributing some huge amount of money now. So, and you cannot fight sincerely without giving accountability. So if you and the military and you deny accountability, if you and the military deny anything accountability from day one, and you do without that accountability until that Biafra will come, there will be no accountability. That is the area I'm coming. So if we have to build peace, we must build that peace with honest.
Let me just tell you. In a this thing, huh?
Just hold on, just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Let me chip in what my brother Greg said. You see, in whatever video, you know, there was a time I said here, I don't have a time to. The only video I played from Men on the Ground was when this guy was accused falsely. When Gento was accused falsely, I brought the video here and I played it.
My wonderful people, as we have finished watching this interesting video, please, I want to see your comment, your contribution, your opinion in the comment section. Like I said earlier, let us do it constructively. Tell me what you think about this video that you have just watched, and also about the platform. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please remember to subscribe, put on your notification bell, share this video, and remain blessed.